Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Darkest Dungeon episode 2. When we left off we had just finished a fight, and now I'm going to continue on the adventure. Nobody detected this trap and it went off, but he was able to dodge, so no damage was taken. Here we fail, and he contracts a disease. As you progress through the dungeon, you question whether it's worth checking these things, but that's where those quirks come in that won't allow you to bypass these objects. Luckily, this is another empty room, but we did not get to scout this time. This grave robber seems to be doing well, so I'm going to go ahead and buff her for the first round. Speed dictates how quickly your next turn comes up, and dodge always helps. This uppercut has a knockback effect, and it rearranges their group. And remember, your position dictates what attacks you can use and which ones you can be hit by. Oh man, I feel like that's a critical failure. That move did absolutely nothing. Once again, my grave robber's kind of carrying the group, so I decide she needs another buff. And there it pays off. The spider seems to be the greatest threat to my group, so I decide it's attack priority. But it has a high dodge value, so I miss. My bounty hunter is not doing well. The game suggests that I use my antidote that I have in my inventory, so that seems like a good idea. I decide he might as well go down swinging and choose to attack directly.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
And it works out for me, bringing the spider into the forward position, reducing its abilities. Another buff for my grave robber, and now she's got 50% damage increase. That stun caused the spider to lose its round of attack.
Executed with impunity.
And I finish off those maggots because they are easier to hit. I am not able to use his third ability because there's no one in that position to affect. The blight is going to finish off the spider, so I decide to buff and heal.
Another one falls. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I'm very concerned for the safety of my bounty hunter, so I feed him some food to get his hit points up. I check the map and see that I've made it halfway through the dungeon. Time to use that camp.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
It's important to have enough food when camping. You see that I got a health and stress buff from it. Now comes the secondary abilities for each of the characters. While you're camping, you have abilities you can use that cost time and have effects that will increase your fighting ability. Either by healing your wounds, healing your stress, or giving buffs to characters so that you can continue to fight on. I'm looking at each of the characters' abilities to see what's most needed. I don't have very much stress, and only one character is really hurt that bad, so I'm going to go ahead and use as many buffs as I can. I'm just calculating the amount of time that each one will cost to get the most efficiency out of my uses. I now have buffs on 3 of my characters. I'm feeling good about the choices I've made. There is a possibility of being ambushed during the night while you're camping, so beware. Again, I enjoy the complexity of the game, and it lets you know how the characters are feeling about the adventure so far.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
We were able to make it through the night without an ambush and continue on our journey.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
We happen upon another encounter, and I can only imagine that the lunatic ramblings of a madman could cause stress for your group. Yikes, 20 stress seems to be quite a bit, so she becomes attack priority. He inflicts stress as well, so he becomes second on my attack priority list. Which makes this attack perfect. I'm attacking both of them, I want them gone. I'm not even sure what he just said. This guy's the only one that doesn't have blight on him, so I'm going to go ahead and mark him now. Successful dodge, and the blight's going to take care of her. I'm feeling much better about this engagement.
Eradicated.
Excellent shot. That marked target pays off. Her stress is really building now. She's over halfway to a mental break. I'm not sure why the audio desyncs here from the video, but we'll continue on.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
So this fight's basically over. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Crumbles.